welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, it's the 12th of March 2023 for you time travellers. I've just recently got back from an antiques fair in Bolton at the Reebok. Oh God, my knees, you're getting fat, you. Just jumped that down there, thank God. Get my legs back now. I can put my arms into a position where it's comfortable. I've got to hold them like this half the time. But yeah, we've just come back from a coin fair, been buying some coins. I might share them at the end of the video if we've got enough time. This week we've been sorting the windbreak out at the back of the plot for the chickens. I've been doing some seed sowing. We've been working on moving the apron across the allotments to another place. I'll show you doing some of that. I've got a bit of a tour walk around the plot. We've got another load of other little clips that I've stitched together. We had a bit of wind damage on here this week. You'll get to see that. The frogs are returned to the ponds. You'll see that as well in a couple of clips what I've put together. So we have been busy. We're just not busy at doing the jobs I wanted to do, and it was all down to the BBC. Yep, BBC. No, nothing to do with Gary Lineker. He's a bit of a muppet. He should have kept his gob shut. I don't know where that's going to go, but then again, that's politics. Not interested. But what I am interested in is the bad weatherman telling us that it's going to be sleet and snow all week. We're going to have rain, we're going to have this, we're going to have that. And all we had was a bit of wind. Okay, the wind caused a lot of damage, but they didn't report it was going to be windy. They reported everything else which never come to pass. I mean, in the greenhouse at the moment, it's stifling. It's 82.4 degrees there. I'm absolutely floundering here, guys, especially in this thing. But good God, I don't know how Buttercup's doing on with the coat that she's got on there. But yeah, it's been fantastic. But I didn't bring my stuff to do my brassica case, so that got left out. I did, however, put the windbreak back on the chickens, which I'm going to show you me doing now. And the reason why we put the windbreak back is because when the wind gets on the chickens, they stop laying. They don't like the weather, don't like the cold air. There's that southerly wind blowing on them. Anyway, since we got the windbreak back, they've started laying again. So let me show you what we've been doing. Guys, today I'm going to put my windbreak back in front of my chickens. Now, a lot of people have been asking about the chicken security, knowing that there's foxes on the allotments. As you can see, look in the path in the bed here. This is that one you saw me working on last week when I was putting all the chicken manure in. I told you the foxes would be back. But yeah, the chickens are fine. I mean, the foxes have been on the allotments for as long as the chickens have been on, and they can't get into that pen. Good luck. The only way the foxes can get in that pen if they've got a key to that lock, and I'm the only one with the lock. And oh no, what? Behave yourself. Buttercup's just arrived. There she is. I've got me metal bars. They've got like a plastic on them to protect them. Don't really protect the bottom, but we're going to push them in. And we've got this fence here. It's bamboo, and I'm just going to equal it out across the length of the bed, and that just give the chickens that extra shelter. Saying that though, they get full sun, as you can see, but what I've got to do now is, like I say, cable tie it all together and put them all back. So that's the job today. But yeah, around the chickens there's a load of gravel, about, I'd say, 8 inches deep, and then you've got paving stones sat on top of that on the outside. Then on the inside, about 18 inches deep, you've got barbed wire, not barbed wire, chicken wire. Again, you've got some gravel on top of that, and then you've got paving stones around the inside of it as well. So the foxes, good luck digging down under and into it, because it's impossible. Like I said, the only way to get in that pen is if you've got a key. So anyway, got these bars. Let me just grab a bar. These are the bars. Metal, plastic, and they're just going to get pushed in here. Figure it out. That's fun. Right under where the bloody paving stones are. Don't know if you can hear that. Well, that sucks. Okay, so the bars are going to go on this side. Okay, so as I remember, these posts went on the inside, and the reason why they're going on the inside is because you probably just heard there on the outside we've got paving stones. So that's the reason why the foxes can't dig under. But nothing's to stop them digging down there, digging 5 foot there and then coming up. I suppose they could do it that way, but then again they've got the chicken wire underneath it, so good luck for that. Anyway, we've got the as you can see, we've got some poles there. So what I need to do is sort of equal this this fencing out. Well guys, I've got me windbreak up for the chickens, but you see this on here, it's too long. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my angle grinder and cut the wires and then tie it up and take that bit out there, because it's so annoying, and it's makes it harder for me to tie the bloody cable ties to it. Anyway, I've not put the cable ties on yet. That's how it's going to look. I'm going to level them all out, and then the chickens got the windbreaks back. Right, anyway, you might hear that going in a minute, but let's have at it. Well, there you go, chickens are sorted. Now they've got the windbreak back. I think what we'll do, we'll just give this bed a bit of a rake in with that little rake I've got, what I use to rake up all the footprints from the bloody foxes. Honestly, they've had a party in there. We will be netting this shortly. I've not decided what to put in it. At least Buttercup's kept out of the way. She's normally tripping over her. She's looking at that 20 pence there, which of Deborah's, it's still there on that corner. Show you. Oh, you guarding the money, eh? Just here. Get out of it. Hey, she's guarding the money, like all girls. They like the money. And if Deborah doesn't come and pick it up soon, it'll soon be Buttercups. Anyway, leave her to it. I've got bigger fish to fry here. So I'm just gonna run me rake over this, and I think we're good to go. Right, so we get everything back now. The windbreak's back up there for the chickens. We put the buckets back, the ladder back. Everything's back. Bed, we just tilled it. Get all them footprints out of the bloody foxes. Buttercup. What's she like? She's on one at the moment. But yeah, we've done another job, ticked it off. Just got the brassica cage to make now. That's where Buttercup's stood. It'll only take me an hour to make the cage. The trouble is, I haven't got an hour where I get I get lucky to get 10 minutes piece, so I have to tell everybody, leave me alone one morning and I can get on with it. Because I've got to work out the heights, how high I can make this brassica cage, and I don't want to be messing around with people when I'm trying to work this out. I make a mistake, I really get angry with myself. But yeah, this is the last of the jobs on the back, really, the major jobs. The only other one after that is probably that compost bin there, tearing it down, throwing all the compost into one of the beds. That'll be the next one to do. But what I'm going to do is put a load of I'm going to put 2 pumpkins into that eventually. But this here, I've got the pallets just behind the next near the railings there to build this shed, to build this compost bin. But there's just so much around it that I need to move before I start doing it. But yeah, the main job today, doing the windbreak for the chickens, keep that cold southerly wind off them, and we'll get lots of eggs. Well, that's the plan. Right, let's get back up to the front of the plot. A few jobs up there to do. So as you saw there, the windbreak's back. We cut it a bit to make it fit better. Should have done that in the first place, but it's done now. The thing is with the brassica cage, that's still work in progress. We've got all the materials, got everything it's taken me 20 minutes and half an hour to make it. I just need the time to do it. At the moment I'm here, there and everywhere. The compost bin, well, we've got the pallets for it. However, we're getting a delivery on Tuesday with more pallets that are going to be there. So I said to Jim, who's the shopkeeper, so get them pallets, put them in the shop and keep them for me, because I need more pallets. He said, not a problem, mate. So I'm going to have a couple more pallets to do me compost bin, so I'll be working on that when I get time. Unfortunately, I said I can't give you a lift, Jim, to unload about 200 bags of compost. I said, I can't help you, mate. He says, why? I said, why can't you? I said, because I've got a doctor's appointment at the same time on the same day. There you go. Yeah. Oh, I hope you're all right. I said, not really. That's why I don't go to the doctors for the fun of it. I try to keep out of that bloody place. Every time I go there, they come back with a new rare disease or something that they give me. Oh, thanks. Here's another tablet. I think we're on 21 medications at the moment. Wow. Don't need any more, but I've got to go anyway. So I said, I can't help you. You save me them pallets. So I said, not a problem. So what else we've been doing? Well, we've been doing some seed sowing. The weather's been warm. It's been perfect. We're in the front greenhouse. I've done some more seed sowing. We've done way more than we're ever going to use. I explain more after showing you what we've been sowing. So check this out. Oh guys, what you're going to see me sowing now is some radicchio, and they're called Palarosa, and so I've got these are different size propagator. Well, I've actually got this 12 here. What I do need is just to compact it down. There you go, and just compact it down. We'll be putting a light bit of clover over the top of them. Right, so by the way, when you're sowing seeds, you need to make sure that it's around about 60 degrees. It's always best to sow around 60 onwards. Always leave your compost in the greenhouse. Make sure you've got tap water which has been left in the greenhouse to acclimatise as well. I normally leave the water in a bottle. Got these bottles here, and I leave them in there for at least a week before I use them. I've got lots and lots of these bottles. They're all like I just take the tops off, and we can actually put these roses on, and well, about it, just give that a quick. Don't really need to add the water just yet, but I am doing. Right, so these are the radicchio. They're like a purple sort of lettucey thing, and we've had some good results with these over the years. I'm going to put a fair few in. Now I'm doing overkill here, but then again, what I do, like I say, I tick them out the plugs, and I give them to my friends as well. So each one of them plugs there that I give to friends, and then they can grow some. Oh my god, I dropped a seed in there. Come on, you get in there. And there's another one I dropped. Right, a couple more, I think. So each one of these is enough to do myself what I need to do. Right, one of them is all I need to put into my beds. These are for the other friends around the allotments if they want to have some. Like I say, we've still got some left in the pack there. I'm not using them all. And what we're going to do now, give them a bit of water. There we go. I normally use my demister, light dusting of compost over them. Clover multi-purpose compost, that is. Just tap them down. These are the trays that they sit in. That sits in there like that. Here's my demister. Could have used any one of them. What I do need is my propagator lid. I'm using the ones with the vents in on this one. It's got like a regulator. What I need to do, put my label in there. This one comes with its own regulator. You can actually adjust that. Right, so I've got my radicchio. Now I'm going to do some iceberg. And we'll put these somewhere in the back greenhouse. We'll find a space for them. But yeah, we're doing lots and lots of seed soils because I don't just do them for myself, I do them for everybody, all my friends. And they thank me for it every year because they always seem to try to grow them and they can't grow them. And they always, you know, got faces like smack bums. I send them away with a sorry, shouldn't laugh. Send them away with a big smile on the face. Right, onwards and upwards. Let me get my iceberg sorted out and we'll be right back. So here we are again. And this time we're doing the iceberg 2s. These are the ones what the girls like. So you give them what they like. And just dampen that soil, that the clover there. You get literally thousands of these seeds. Again, I'm not just sowing for me, I'm sowing for friends if they want to do some. What I do is give them one of the plugs and then they can go and prick them out. I think I've got too many in my hands there. Right, put them back in there. Oh my god, there's thousands. It tells you how cheap they are. But yeah, these like I say, what I'll probably just, oh, that's good. I'll probably just use one of them. That's all I will use. These are for friends. All these. Right, give them another gentle water. Get the clover pixie dust. Give them a light dusting. Just tamp them down. No pressure at all. What I've got to do now, just damp it. Just give them another soak in there. Right, I've got these little trays. They sit inside there, little drip trays. Not that they ever get the soil gets soaked, but these little reservoirs do hold moisture, water. Like I say, we've got a little regulator here on the top that just turns round, and at the moment it's closed. Keep them closed for now, and then like I say, these won't get any more water until I start to see them coming up. Once they get to about ½ an inch up, then I take the lid off. If it's in the greenhouse, it's okay. Bit of fleece over the top of them, but you don't want to leave them leave them unguarded, because it's this time of year you've got a lot of frost and it will take them out. What I haven't put in there is a label. So here we go. Got to take the bloody top off. This is fun. I do it all the time. It's not the first time I've done this. But yeah, take the top off there. Yeah, iceberg. Stick that in. Airtight. Perfect. That's it. My iceberg are done. My radicchio are done. All my tomatoes now are done. All my chilies, they're all done. Maybe one or two more chilies. I might do some hot chilies. A few more pumpkins to do. A few more brassicas to do. And a few more different ones what I've never done before. We're going to have at it. So I'm going to get these put in a warm place. In here be okay. I might just leave them in here and just put them to the one side. Just tidy up a bit. Keep them high. Or if you're going to put seeds in the greenhouse outside, always keep your seeds high. Don't lie and put them on the floor. It's too cold down there. The heat rises in the greenhouse during the day, and it's always the warmest part of the greenhouse is the top part. So put all your plants up high and you'll be fine. Right, onwards and upwards. I'm just going to quickly tidy up in here. It's a bit of I made a bit of a mess. Get that tidied up, and then we can do something else. So yeah, the reason why we do all this seed sort is because we want to give people a chance on the allotments who have tried to grow the seeds. They've all died on them. Their heads have gone down. They're feeling miserable, ready to quit. And then I come along and say, well, here's a tray of cabbages and tomatoes, and here's a few other things, and cheer them up. And usually them ones are the ones what tend to work hard and stay. So I do give a lot of my seedlings to a lot of my friends around the allotment, and they give me a few seedlings, a few chilies, a few peppers, what I haven't got, and you know, what comes around goes around. So we all try to help each other. Point in case, earlier this week with this wind BBC, we've had sunshine, but what we had with that sunshine is really strong winds, and it's done a lot of damage. It did some damage. Now I put a string of clips together. You're going to see me making a water bottle for Buttercup, and you're going to see a bit of snow. It actually did snow, but it snowed for about 3 hours. There was that much on the greenhouse, and that was it. No more. We had no snow since. Touch wood, it doesn't come back. You're going to see the return of the frogs in the ponds, the frog spawn and what have you. And there's a few other things I'm going to throw in there. The snowdrops are starting to fade back now, so I did a recording when it was all looking beautiful. I'll show you one last look at them before they sink back into the heather, and you won't see them until next year. So with that, let's show you some of the things what have been happening. Oh, and there was some wind damage we corrected as well. I'll tell you more about that after you've seen the clip.
Just getting the cat some cat food. Unbelievable. That bloody cat cost me a fortune. That's a tenner there. Every 5 days I have to spend that much. It's not even weeks of food. She just woofs it down. However, she does get some help with the hedgehog, because she eats it as well. Right, anyway, back to the allotments. It's snowing out, absolute horrible. Still, it's not sticking yet. That's a good sign.
Well, I don't know if you can see that, but it's snowing here in Salford, and well, I've just been to the shops to buy Buttercup some more food. Make sure she's got plenty of food. And a water bottle's got cold, so luckily for me, and lucky for Buttercup, I can actually make a water bottle nice and warm here. Kettle's boiling there. This is the community room. We can have toast if I wanted some. Even use the microwave. Fresh drinking water. Chairs here. People to sit. Table. Looks like someone's been throwing a few seeds down here. What are them ones? Kale. Kale. Beet leaves. Never done them.
Herbs basil, a classic Italian, ideal for winter sowing. Oh, well, okay. Maras, long green. Is that bush for? Bash bush? I can't see. Is it B-U-S-H? It might be. Anyway, and then we got these sunflowers as well. Like I say, I won't be doing any of them. I'll leave them to whoever wants them. But yeah, just waiting for the kettle to boil. It only takes a couple of minutes. I'll run off solar. However, the bloody solar's not going to work very well with this snow if it gets too much. See, this is the only downfall for solar, is the snow on the panels. However, no one's used the kettle or anything for over a week, and all the batteries are fully charged. So you know, at the end of the day, the snow will be gone by the end of the week, and the batteries hopefully will fully replenish themselves. But yes, that's the only sucker with the solar. Might be able to get one of these windmills, you know, and stick it on top of the community sheds. I'm not turning the lights on today. I could do. There's no need for it. Yeah, kettle's boiled. All done. Now I'm going to fill the water bottle, get it over to Buttercup. She'll be waiting for me. As soon as she sees me, she'll be meow, meow, meow. I won't be getting through the bloody door. And she'll be there stood in front of me. Right, anyway, get this water bottle sorted out. I'm just closing the road on the allotments now, at the back of the allotments, because we got snow here, as you can see. So, erring on the side of caution, and like I say, they've stuck the coins out here. I've got to go and do up there now, so while I'm here, I'll go just quickly check on Buttercup, make sure she's okay. Make sure she's still got some tea left. And we'll be right back. What's up, sweet, eh? Hey? Yeah, it's just starting to snow here on the allotment. I'm going to be closing the roads off on the back of the allotments in a moment, erring on the side of safety. I've already done up the top there, as you've just seen. just popped in to make sure Buttercup, everything's she's got a food here, she's got a water. Yeah, you have, haven't you, eh? She was in there when I turned up, but she's obviously she come flying out when she saw me. Sorry about coughing, guys. But it's very light at the moment, the snow. This is the first time the weathermen have actually got it right. It's snowing. They've been promising snow for the last 4 weeks, and well, this is the first of it. It's what? Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's the first of it. Yeah. But yeah, it kind of sucks. So all the jobs that I wanted to do, like the brassica cage, I can't do it, and I can't do the path on the other side of the allotments for the wellbeing plots. All I can do is work in my greenhouses. I've got jobs to do in there, but I will be in there shortly. I'll be in there tomorrow. Like I said, I've just come down now tonight to close the road off and just check on her, make sure she's fine. And as you can see, she clearly is. It's only just started now. It's been wanting to do this all day. Probably tomorrow won't be able to move. There'll be about 2 foot drifts everywhere. But yeah, this is the start of the snow here in Salford. And she like what you gotta put up with. Anyway, like I say, she's got more. I'm gonna put a bit more food in there for her. And probably if it does snow, you're going to see hedgehog footprints tomorrow morning, because the hedgehogs come out of hibernation now, and she's been eating what's in that other bowl there. However, if Buttercup doesn't eat a tea, she'll end up eating her a tea as well. But yeah, you can't really see, but there is a bit of snow on the roof of the greenhouse. Only light dusting though.
But if it keeps it up, there'll be an inch by tomorrow.
Right, stop pushing me arm, Buttercup. Look as she is. It's what a fascination with my knees. But anyway, you can just see it in the pots there, a bit of snow. Well guys, I think that'll make it clear to everyone. The road is now closed on the back of the allotments due to the snow that's just started. It's going to get worse, and the back of the allotments, this road at the back, can be treacherous. Now I put cones at this end, and there's cones right at the top end there. You can see where the tracks are all getting mushy there, so I decided it's to err on the side of caution and to close the back. They can park the cars here in the car park here at this end and at the top, and in the car park over there, but driving down the back here, it's just too dangerous. And I don't want to be called out to people having to be towed away and accidents, so I thought we'd err on the side of caution and close the thing down for now. We can open it when the weather brightens up a bit, which won't be too long, hopefully. Something's really wrong with these weathermen, you know, guys. I was told it was going to be snowing. It was snowing last night. I told it was going to be snowing all week. There's going to be blizzards everywhere. It's going to all up in the northwest here where we live. And I'm not kidding you. Here I am in the greenhouse. It's 77.4 degrees. We've got clear skies and it's absolutely warm. Lovely. Me and Buttercup are sunbathing here. And yeah, sun up there. It's absolutely storm. It's beautiful, it is. And I've left all my gear, what I was going to do me raised bed with at home, putting that brassica cage up. I left all the bits thinking it was going to be bad, and we come down here just after doing the shopping, and bang, it's lovely. So I'm having a quiet one here with Buttercup, just sat here in the greenhouse. Lovely it is. Looking at the blue sky up there. Look at that. Not a cloud anywhere. Yeah. Apparently the weatherman said it's gonna be blizzards everywhere. It was windy last night, that was it. So this morning I've been repairing damage around the allotments. That greenhouse there, I put the panel back in, and there's a sign at the other end of the allotments that's blown over, and half the fence, I've put that back up as well. In fact, I've got a couple of clips here to show you. Well, my plot escaped the wind. However, that's a panel out of one of that greenhouse. They just moved it, getting a brand new greenhouse there, my next door neighbour. And they moved the greenhouse. Well, all this is blown from over. I don't know where that's bloody blown from, but it's blown from here somewhere, so I have to shove it back, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of wind damage this morning around the allotment. I've just been repairing some of it, as you'll see in the video in a moment. Well, it was windy today. I've just come down, seen this window blown out, the door swinging in the wind. That's broke the lock. And anyway, I just put the panel back in for Mark. Just put a piece of board over the door there to stop it from getting any more damage. You need to get yourself down there and get this sorted. It's keeps getting hammered by the wind. Like I say, these northerly winds are vicious on here this time of year. And yeah, he's lucky I was here to fix it for him. Otherwise, it would have been ripped to shreds. So, way up. Here she comes. Yeah, he got very, very lucky. I don't know what you're doing out here. It's bloody freezing. Eh? What's she like? Anyway, save the day here. Let's hope he comes and fixes that panel slid out. There is a thing there which stops it, but it's a bit of a miss really. There's a bar, should have a bar here, and he's got something else stuck there which ain't very clever. Anyway, it's sorted for now.
Well, me and Buttercup is assessing the damage from the wind, and I can see Nora and Norman's compost bin, the side of it's collapsed there, and that there's a board with the phone number to the apiaries and everything. Wind was pretty strong last night. It was, I've already rescued one greenhouse. Looks like I'm going to have to lift this up and do something with it. If we had a bit of string I could tie it to that there, but I need to... Oh, she's drinking bloody water. Buttercup! Ow! No! She like. So I need to do something with this. It looks like the old fence is gone. So anyway, I've put the fence back up, this sign, and I've tied the fence up to the compost bin. It's not looking too bad, but they're going to have to come and do a bit more work. When I see them, I'll let them know what's happened. But yeah, this is that wind last night. It was so strong, it's unbelievable. Buttercup there. But yeah, I've tied it all up best I can. There's a good bit of news. Frogs have started to spawn in the ponds, so at least we know the frogs are okay. I just seen a little newt dive down there as well, but as you can see, yeah, frog spawn. Excellent. I was a bit worried about them all earlier this year when I seen a load of them dead all over the place. Clearly they ain't all dead. Well guys, these are my snowdrops, and don't they look awesome? Absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately it's a bit cold today, and the sun's not out, so the bees are not on these, but as soon as that sun comes out, I guarantee you every one of them snowdrops are covered in bees. So this is underneath me my trees at the centre of my plot. Got some daffodils coming up there. Got a buttercup here. But yeah, these look absolutely awesome. One of my favourite flowers at the start of the year. These are the first ones to come up, them and the crocuses. So yeah, the greenhouse, I didn't really record it with the glass out. I just walked over, seen it and put it back, and then did the recording because it was very windy, and I didn't want it to get any more damage. So Mark got lucky there. I was on site to fix it for him. However, I mean, he's just had blood transfusions and everything. Mark, he's not well, so I did it for him, knowing that fact. Same with Norman. At the top of the allotments where his bee sign's fallen down and the fence had all fallen down. Now he's just had a major knee operation, and I know he wouldn't be able to do it himself, so I've done it for him. When people like that are, have got, you know, suffering, have got ill health and what have you, I always help them out, always lend a hand. I mean, I'm not in the best of health myself. I've got, thankfully, that chest infection and what have you's gone now. Some magic tablets, I forget what the antibiotics what I would give him, I put them here. So that's what they give me, and hey, it works a treat. You only get a week's course of them, but cough, I've still got a bit of a cough, but nothing like the one I had. Oh God! Every time I coughed, it was like it started my head off, headaches. Yeah, fine, and yeah, that medication really worked. So anyway, I'm losing sight of what I'm talking about here, but yeah, we fixed that fence as well. You saw some of the things what we do. I mean, I spoil her something not right. She's not got a water bottle in here today. She doesn't need it. It's 80 odd degrees inside this greenhouse. Her bed's beautiful and bone dry. That's all the reason why I put the water bottle in there, to make sure it's dry overnight, because that's where she sleeps. She cost me an arm and leg in food, as you know. Someone says set up one of these Patreon things, or one of these what they call them, not GoFundMe, they like a sponsor thing. Oh, I'm not even wasting my time with that. I just keep paying up for you, won't I? I think you're worth it. But yeah, great idea. Just in practice, not going to work for me. To me in technology, oh God, let's not go there. I keep smashing all my cameras. I'm looking for another GoPro. I'm using a GoPro at the moment. I normally use them big cameras, don't I? I've not used none of them for a while. These are easy to use as well. I don't know what the quality of sound like is, but you know, at the end of the day, you use what works. And yeah, in 1080, I have got 4K cameras as well. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, enough said. Let's take you now over to where we just moved the apron. Now, I can't show you any of the work that we were doing. There was just too many people there. I will give mention a few names who did a lot of the work. Me and Mike, Aaron, and Laron, we put the cages up. Aaron come back later on, and he put all the debris netting up so the bees go up and over into the apron. We had to level where the apiary was. The ground was on a slope. We used the wood chip which we had dumped there, and we used it to make the path. You're going to see all this in this clip. I was going to build them a door, but they're using the gate, the piece which is attached to the fence. They're swinging that down in now and chaining it up, so that's going to be the new gate, which is great because it just saved us 40 quid. I'm all for saving money, and whoever thought of that idea, well, actually it was a good idea. We was toying with doing that earlier in the build, but I thought we could build a door. But the way it is now, it's just as good as that as I could have done. I would have had to put more work into it with hinges and all this, that and the other, but hey, always go for the easy options. That's what I say, as long as they work. So anyway, let's show you this this apiary which we've just moved. Hi guys, well, earlier this week Catherine, Karen and Ian did this path. They put wood chip down here. Now all this wood chip, they used the roller as well. All the wood chip come out of there just up here. Now this week, sorry about the wind, this arras fencing wasn't in here, nor were the bees. Now the wood chip come to the top of where this wall is, so they've had to level it all out. So that's what they did. This is when me and Mike got involved. We had to smash this paving stone here to actually lay this in. So we've put the arras fences in. It's all fixed up to the fence all along here, along there. But we've levelled it. Now these paving stones, we're going to be sitting these beehives onto them. We got 3 at the moment, and in fact they're closed, or they was closed. I don't know, well, I don't see any movement in there, but we have actually got bees in there. These are what supply the honey. The only other, I see what they've done. Oh, that's good idea. Now what we was going to do, I was going to build a door here, but what they're doing, they've fastened it on there and they're swinging it across here now. So this is the finished apiary. Now I was going to spend 40 quid on making a proper door for it, but what they've done, they're using that other one. It's fastened to the fence over there, and it just chains up there, so that's good. So they got 3 hives in here. Oh yeah, this bee's going in and out there slowly. I can see a bee there. So these have, like I said, we've got several beekeepers and 2 beekeepers in training. We're paying for all that, and the bee suits and everything. We asked anyone want to become a beekeeper, we'd pay for it and put them through the exam and everything. All they had to do was give us 12 months of their time in looking after the bees, and that's what's happened. But yeah, this is the apiary.
Like I said, there's quite a lot of people worked on this. There was just too many to mention. Aaron had a big part in this. He's one of the beekeepers. Mike Palmer, myself. There was another lad called Laron, John. There was Karen, who's going to be one of the beekeepers. Her husband Ian. And the list just goes on. I know I've missed lots of people off the list, but you know, it's just remembering them. But yeah, we've got a nice apiary here now. This netting here stops the bees from coming straight at it. What they have to do, they have to go over and then in. So yeah, they've got to learn to do that, or they've probably already started. The only other thing I need to do now is this path. Finish the path off here, right up to the end here. So I've got to scrape all this grass off. We've got the paving stones just over there. And then that's it. There's still 2 plots up for grabs there, guys. So if you go onto the Salford Council website and look under self-managed allotments, you'll find Weast Allotments. And there is a contact number there for you to leave the details. I also would suggest you leave an email and or a text message as well. And yeah, but one of these 2 plots what are left could be yours. You got the shop just to the right, just behind the shop. You got the community room, the toilets, everything's to hand. This path will be sorted out shortly. We're going to get a couple more of these benches here for the seating area, so it will look lovely. I've just fixed the greenhouse up here, as you saw in the last couple of episodes. Actually started to sow seeds in there now. So yeah, all I've got to do is that path there just in front, and then it's done. So I don't have to now to build the door for the apiary. That's good. That's saved me a bloody job, that. Right, onwards and upwards.
So as you can see, it's all done now. The bees wasn't out yesterday, but in this sun they're out everywhere. They're buzzing all over the show. Look, absolutely. We've got three bees hives in there at the moment. I think we're going to potentially put 6 in. So we'll be selling more bee juice on the allotments. I think it's about £5.50 a jar, but you're talking pound jar, not these small jars. These are big jars what we sell, and it's well worth it. And in fact, the honeys actually won an award last year, or was it the year before? They won awards anyway. The honeys won awards, and this is some of this is what we're working on. We're trying to get all these sustainable like honey and maybe chickens along the line. We did have chickens, but we had a problem with the chickens. A fox got in and took them all out. 8 of them we managed to save 8 of them, but the rest of them, well, they all got ripped to shreds, unfortunately. So if we're going to have these chickens again, we've got to fortify the pen. It's got to be done proper, and we need volunteers. So anyway, talked long enough on that subject. We'll come to it again. I'm going to take you on a bit of a walk around my plot now and just show you what it's looking like. Leaves are starting to return to the bushes and trees, as you will see. The plants are starting to the spring plants are starting to get tall. It won't be long before they'll all be bursting into colour. It'll look really lovely. Some of the tulips and daffodils are up as well, and you know, you'll probably see a few of them, but that's what the plot looks like right at this moment in time.
Oh guys, we've got a southerly wind blowing here. There's the sun. Yeah,
We're going to have snow drifts this week up to foot deep. It's going to be blizzards and everything. We've had about 3 millimeters of snow, guys. We've had some really bad winds, as you know, as you've probably already seen in the video already, with greenhouses and stuff getting damaged. But this is what the plot looks like. Well, it's Saturday today. Saturday, not too sure the date. Saturday the 11th of March. Anyway, thought we'd just take a quick walk around the plot, showing you how everything's starting to come up now. You can see all the tulips and daffodils all firing up in all these planters. All these are daffodils along here. There is daffodils down the side here, but in amongst them, everywhere you see there's tulips, and there's tulips there. So this is going to look really, really good. I'm a bit, what's them about this bed? Now this bed was full of daffodils, but they've just not seen, well, the seams just starting coming up now. For some reason, they're really not coming up. There should be hundreds of them like that. Still, I'm not moaning. Them things what look like weeds are the poppies. Everything else is coming up, the sedum and what have you. I've started seeing little buds on the gooseberries. I need to do something about this mint here. I'm going to be replacing them shortly. Now these look lovely here. These are all different varieties of daffodils and tulips. Tat along here. There's tulips coming, flowering there. Daffodils over there. All these planters are firing up now. They're not too far off flowering. The daylilies are doing well. All the crocuses are starting to, some crocuses down there. A lot of crocuses firing up on the table there. All these daffodils soon be in flower. I just had to rate these paths. The bloody blackbirds keep digging down here, and they dig all the dirt up and they flick it out onto the wood chip. Now the wood chip should look like that, but yeah, the birds are a pain in the backside. There my girls sunbathing there. Don't know if you can see her there sunbathing, got her back in the sun. The elephant garlic are doing really well. Like I said, the foxes have destroyed this here. There's Buttercup. So what we're going to do, we're going to clear up to where they've damaged, and then we're going to put something else in here, probably the peas when they're ready. And this is the wood for my brassica cage. Some cabbages in there. Look at her. She actually has to step up onto the plot. Now you can probably see where it is, what it's like. Yeah, look at her climbing up now. So this is climbing onto my plot. The plot was level when I first got it, but I've added that much compost and soil to it over the years. Ooh. That frame's blown. It was very windy on here the other day, and thankfully we got that windbreak in place, as you've seen probably already in the video. The job I was going to do is this brassica cage, but the problem is the weathermen, BBC, are notorious for it, saying they give you a 12-day look what it's going to be like, and they said it's going to be blizzards in the north, you're going to have rain, it's going to be freezing cold, and basically we've got blue skies and sunshine, and so we put it off. But this could only take me half an hour. I bet I could do it now if I wanted to, but I'm not. I'm doing the video instead. Again, onions in these beds are doing well. I've got a little clip, you may have already seen it, you may have not seen it, but the ponds are all starting to come back to life now. There was a lot of frog spawn. There's none in my pond at the moment, but there is frog spawn in others, so I'll show you that.
I'll show you them. Some tulips there coming up as well. I kill her. She's drinking water again out of these. She's always drinking dirty water. All these planters are firing up. Tulips everywhere, all along here. They're all firing up. All these planters. There's just so much. The snowdrops are dying back, but I have got a clip, and you may have seen it already. If you haven't, I will show you the clip in a minute. And that's when the snowdrops was in full flower. They only last for about 2 weeks, then they start to fade. These will fade back into the wood chip, but you won't see them again until next year, unfortunately. Rhubarb starting to do well here, surrounded by daffodils and hundreds of different varieties of daffodils and tulips. The gooseberries here are starting to bud, there'll be leaves on these very soon. I do realise when I put my hand in front of the camera it takes the focus out, so sorry about that, guys. I could have put my strawberries in here. The bloody weatherman, like I say, they said it was going to be really bad, and well, as you can see, the weather's lovely. Again, we're starting to see leaves on these red currants, none on the white currants yet, but that's what happens. These are my beds here, as you can see, all planters all firing up, so it's looking lovely. Give it another 3 weeks and you won't recognise the plot, it'll be all green again. Buttercup is never more than 3 foot away from me. We're going to be giving that plot down there out as well shortly, so hopefully the guy who gets that plot tidies it up and it'll look nice. But we're concentrating on my plot, that's what matters here, and as you can see it's starting to green up. Absolutely lovely. Let's get back in the greenhouse. So there you go, that's the plot. That's what we've been doing this week. Like I said, I've just come back from the Antiques Fair up in Bolton there, Bolton Reebok Stadium. You have in the Premier Lounge, you have a Antiques Fair every 4th Sunday. They close the car boot down so they can have this this coin fair. It's very popular. Antiques Fair. They sell everything there, but what my main quality is the coins, and I've been buying a few coins today. Let me show you what I've been buying. Right guys, let's show you some of the newer coins that I've acquired today. Now you probably can see this here is a England, Scotland and Wales commemorative £2 coins, Commonwealth coins. They're missing the Northern Ireland, unfortunately. The guy sold it before I got there, but I paid 24 quid for the 3 of these. I thought it was well worth it, so that's why I bought them. They're normally standing around 12 quid each, maybe a little bit more for the Wales one. So yeah, basically got one of the coins for nothing. Then I bought this here. Now these might think much of them. These are £1 notes. But if you look, the serial numbers are consecutive, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I couldn't resist him. The guy wanted 8 quid for the 4 of them, and that's what I paid for them. 1978 banknotes. They are crisp. Absolutely awesome. Not a blemish on any of them. So these are the newer coins that I've acquired today. So I think really, I'm going to be putting these into me note collection when I can find it. It's around here somewhere, but yeah, nice coin, nice notes, and these £2 coins are really nice as well. So these are the other 4 coins I bought. These are silver coins. This shilling here is an 1891, and it's absolutely fantastic. Some good detail on this. This is over 130 years old. Bit dark, but the details there, you know what I mean. Now I paid for this one and these 2. I paid 40 quid. Now let's have a look at these. Well, let's look at the florin first. So there's the florin. This is an 1887 florin. Flip it round. And this is really, really crisp. It's I think this could be MS 60, so I'm going to get it sent away to NSG. It's NEC or NAC, I can't remember which one it was, but there's a slabbing company which grades these coins, and I think this florin, this 1887 florin, has come out of a proof set along with this half crown. This is another 1887. This half crown is absolutely Bobby Dazzler. I mean, the detail there is almost some cartwheeling on the coin when you turn it. The luster, it's so I think these two coins here, them two there, and need to be sent away for grading and see what we get. I'm hoping for an MS. Anything MS 60 mint state, I think would be quids in. Then we bought this crown. This is a 1990 crown. Again, detail is really, really good on this. And I picked this up for 25 quid. I thought it was well worth 25 quid. But just look at that detail. This is an 1890 coin. This is over 130 years old. And yep, this will go into my collection. I'm very happy to slide it in there. I've got about 8 or 9 of these. I've got a couple better in this, but for 25 quid, you can't knock it. You pay 30 quid, 35 quid every day for a banged up one. So this one's worth about 50, 60 quid. And I paid 25. Absolutely lovely detail on it. Right, anyway, these are what I've been wasting my money on today. Them and them £2 coins and the banknotes.
So we're going to have a couple of them coins put into slabs, send them off to PGES or NGC and get them slabbed up, see if we can get high grades. If we can get them in high grades, we can make a few, well, they'll be worth a lot more money in high grade. I do think the mint state, 2 of the coins, but you never know. I ain't got them under a microscope, which I will do later on tonight. I'll put them under a microscope and see if they're worth having them graded. If they've got any damage on them, that's what they'll come back, damage with fine detail or something like that. They'll still be worth more in the slabs, but what I want is gradable mint state coins. That's what I always try to collect. I've got lots of them, lots of these slabs. Anyway, I've talked long and hard. I've talked long enough. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you all stay warm and safe, and I'll see you back here for some more next week. Who knows, if the weather holds off, we might get that brassica cage done. He says with bated breath.